Hey guys, Luke here. Well, today is a very good day, guys. If you are an Android user, there has been an app that has been released overnight, and it enables iMessage natively. No crazy, ridiculous Apple ID sign-ins or Mac Minis. You just install the app, you go through the process, it works. It's awesome. I'm going to talk to you about it today on the podcast in detail. We're also going to talk about the GTA 6 trailer, some of the insane numbers that have come off the back of this trailer. We're also going to talk about an update to the AirPods Pro. But really, guys, I'm just super excited to talk to you about iMessage being actually available. Like, it's not from Apple, don't get me wrong, but it works almost flawlessly. So yeah, let's jump in, guys, so we can chat in detail about this great little app. Let's hop to it. Okay, guys, so I woke up this morning and opened up my notifications. And the first notification I received was from Kevin, the Tech Ninja, who has a great YouTube channel. I really love his content. And he had a short, and he was just saying, iMessage is available on Android. And first thing I thought was, okay, maybe it's, the Sunbird messaging app, or maybe he's using Beeper or something like that. And then there's another one, I think it's iMessage. All of these have kind of been around for a little while. And while they worked, there was kind of like weird workarounds where you'd have to sign in with your Apple ID. And it was just all a bit shady, and it didn't really work that well. Or there'd be issues where certain things wouldn't work. You couldn't send certain files, you couldn't react. There's just bits and pieces that just didn't really work as you would expect. However, I then started doing some investigation and headed over to The Verge. The Verge also had a post on their site, and it says there's a new iMessage app and it actually works. And I was like, okay, what is this? And it turns out that there's a new app. It's called Beeper Mini. Okay, so from the same people that make Beeper, but it's called Beeper Mini. And it turns out that there is a developer, and he has basically reverse engineered how iMessage works so that you can use it on anything, really. And I was like, okay, that's interesting, because that has never been done. That's, a lot of people have tried and failed at this and never got it to work. Anyway, the CEO of Beeper, what's his name? Eric, I'm going to butcher this, Mitch Kanowski. He's like, okay, well, no one's ever done that. I'm calling bullshit on this. But anyway, a 16-year-old high school student, of all people, sent him a link to a prototype of how this was working. And anyway, so they've got this thing working. And I was like, this seems too good to be true. What's going on here? So I downloaded the app, Beeper Mini. I had to accept that it could send SMS and accept that it could access my contacts. That was it. There was nothing else. I didn't have to log into Apple ID. There was no weird prompts about this or that. And the first thing I did was on my second SIM card, went new chat, found my number, selected myself, and just started sending, a couple of lines of text. And sure enough, they arrived on my iPhone as blue bubbles. And then I was like, okay, well, other apps have done that. What else can we do here? Then I started sending full resolution photos. They arrived instantly. And then I was like, okay, this is pretty good. And then I was like typing, and I could see the bubbles appearing on my iPhone like I was typing. And then I was like, okay, well, the big one here is sending full resolution, high quality video. So I took a quick video of just around the office here, just, the desk and, whatever else. And it was about a minute long, and I sent it, and it arrived within about 20 or 30 seconds. And I was like, this is sick. And then I sent a voice message, and then that worked. And then I replied, like, yeah, you long press and you can reply, and it appeared exactly as it does in an iMessage, where it's got the drop down bubble and you can see it's a direct reply. And then I shared some URLs. They appeared almost exactly the same as iMessage. And I was like, man, this is good. This is everything. Everything's working. There are a couple of limitations that I've noticed so far. The part of the process when you go through Beeper Mini is you can set up a profile name and picture as you would do on your iPhone. That hasn't seemed to have come through. Like I don't know if I've maybe just haven't worked that out yet, but you know how when you're chatting with somebody on an iPhone, you can get that little prompt that says update like their picture, so that it automatically comes across and you can see what picture they use as their profile. I just can't get that working yet. I'm assuming it'll probably come in a future update, but that's not currently working at the moment. And the other one is when you send an iMessage, he can do like full screen animations, you can do loud, or you can do like, what are some of the other ones? Silent. Let me just work it out. Hang on. I just can't remember what they all are. You can do slam, loud, gentle, invisible, ink, and then you have full screen ones where they sort of take over the whole screen. They don't appear to be working just yet, but everything I really care about is there and is working basically perfect. And I was like, how have they done this? Like, this is ridiculous that it's working so well. So what I noticed when I went into the Google Messages app to try and sort out how this actually has connected and worked, there is a message that gets sent. So there's a message that gets sent from my phone to an overseas number. It starts with +44. I don't know what country code that is. Let me look that up real quick, because some of you might want to know that. So let's go +44 country code. Okay, that's a UK number. So it sends like a big long string of text to a UK number. I'm guessing, this is what I'm assuming, when you get an iPhone, this is sent kind of in the background. You don't see this. Whoever this 16-year-old kid is, obviously a genius. This is part of the process, I'm assuming, to register your Android device as an iPhone. So whatever, I mean, I'm happy to send a random text of whatever to get iMessage working flawlessly on my Android device. Now, there is a fee involved in getting this. It's free for 7 days. However, after that, what does it cost? Let me quickly tell you, because I signed up for this today. It's $3.39 a month. I personally think that's actually very reasonable. If you regularly move between multiple devices, or maybe you just prefer Android, like me personally, I actually prefer the Android operating system. It's just like all of my family and connections and group chats with people on iMessage. So it's always been really hard to kind of make that jump completely across to Android, but now I can. Like, this is a thing. Like, you literally can pay a couple of bucks a month and have iMessage working super flawlessly. It's like, it was just so smooth. I was just like, oh, that's it. Oh, okay, it's working now. It was so cool. So yeah, you might want to check it out, guys. Here's what I'm thinking. I have a feeling Apple might block this at some stage. They'll reverse engineer what this 16-year-old kid has done and maybe try and put a stop on it, but they haven't put a stamp on any of the other apps. Like, Beeper's had iMessage for a while, and there's these other ones that have been doing it for a while. They haven't done anything about it. I don't know whether they'll stamp this one out. I don't know. But yeah, right now it's works really well. And if you maybe have been thinking about picking up, I don't know, the S23 Ultra or the new OnePlus, and you're just worried about iMessage, it works, guys. I can confidently say this app is good enough for you to leave iPhone behind and start using iMessage on Android without any issues. All right, pretty exciting. I think that's super cool. So let's jump in. Let's talk about the GTA 6 trailer. It came out yesterday. There are some insane numbers that we need to talk about. So let's jump in, guys. All right, guys. So the GTA 6 trailer obviously dropped a little bit early. And when I watched that trailer, it had been out, I think, for a couple of hours. And at that stage, it already had 20 plus million views. I actually can't remember the specific number, but it was insanely fast. Like, it was growing crazy. But since then, I've just read some articles, one on techcrunch.com. It said in just 22 hours, the first trailer of Grand Theft Auto 6 has racked up 85 million views, breaking Mr. Beast's video record for most YouTube views in 24 hours. Let's have a quick look and see where it's at right now. So let's go YouTube, GTA 6, and where are we? Nope, that's not it. That's not it. 94 million views, and it came out 1 day ago. That is absolutely insane, guys. There's been a lot of reaction trailers and people talking about it, and I watched one this morning. I actually can't even remember who it's from, but it was from a lady that does video game development and writing and stuff like that, and she was just breaking the trailer down, talking about how impressive the NPCs were in it. And one thing she pointed out was the level of detail in the vehicles. And I watched the trailer again, and I really paid attention to that because when you watch it, there is an insane amount of detail in all of the vehicles. You kind of see, like, it goes down the beach front, and you see like all these different people in different types of cars. And this is really what Rockstar is so good at. They're so good at putting an insane amount of detail into their environments, into the people, into the beach. And she also pointed out something I hadn't really thought of, but there seems to be a lot of detail in the animal and wildlife in the environment as well. So the previous GTAs, obviously the focus has always been on people and the interactions you have with people in the world, but looks like we're going to have a bit more detail and interaction with wildlife. So it's going to be quite interesting to see how that works. We're not going to see a PC release straight away, and I didn't think that would happen. It's generally the consoles that get it first. Rockstar probably have a huge amount of data to show that console gamers are the ones that are playing GTA. So I would assume that would probably be 12 months after the PS5 and Xbox release that we'll probably see the PC version come out. What I'm curious to see is whether or not we'll see an Xbox cloud gaming day one release. That would be sick. That would basically put a lot of people who, don't want to go out and buy an Xbox, they can still experience the game through cloud gaming. I imagine that trailer will be very quickly at 100 million views in the next sort of 12 hours or so. So insane numbers, guys. All right, last thing for the show is I want to quickly talk to you about an update that's coming for the AirPods Pro. Some of you might already have this. I don't have it, but let's quickly just finish off the show and we'll chat about that now. So guys, there was an update that rolled out today, and this one is specifically for the AirPods. So if you happen to have the AirPods Pro or the AirPods Pro 2 or the AirPods Pro 2 with USB-C, there's an update that's rolled out, and it's the 6B34 update. So there's not actually a lot of detail from Apple around what this update is, whether it's just, minor bug squashes or I don't know. It doesn't really say. I haven't actually got the update. I've checked a few times. You can actually check it yourself. So if you go into settings and then if your AirPods are connected, you'll see the AirPods just in the top of the menu there. Otherwise, just go to Bluetooth, select your AirPods, and then if you scroll down a little bit, you'll have version. Click on version. It's going to tell you what version of the software you currently have installed. So Apple tends to drop these updates, I'm going to say not monthly, but every month or two. And sometimes they bring some really great features. Like one of the last features we got was adaptive noise cancellation. And that's been excellent. I've been using that quite a lot. It's really good for somebody that is working in like an office or in like a working from home environment or a co-working space, because it blocks out a lot of noise. But if someone comes and speaks to you with conversation awareness, it kind of like drops the level of audio and then you can start speaking. So just little updates like that roll out all the time for the AirPods. I don't think that this is a major update like that. I'll give you some more information once I know and I've had time to install the update, but you might want to just jump in and check if you do have that update yet. So there we go, guys. A nice update for Android users who miss using iMessage. I've been using the app throughout most of the day, and it's very good. There's no issues with it whatsoever. One little thing I just tried a little bit earlier this afternoon was trying to share my profile with a friend of mine who didn't have my second phone number. He didn't have the number for my second SIM. And I just said, hey, mate, can you just see if my profile image gets shared once you add me into your phone? And he said it didn't get shared. I'd actually got a little pop-up inside Beeper Mini, and it said, do you want to share it? And I clicked share, and it kind of just shared like a profile card with him. So not as slick or as fluid as what Apple does, but it kind of works. Anyway, the main features are there. Being able to send end-to-end encrypted iMessages, being able to send really large files, that's all working really smoothly, and being able to do massive group texts with people, perfect, guys. All right, so I'm going to leave it there today, guys. Hopefully we'll have some updates tomorrow, maybe some more info on GTA 6 moving forward. But have a great day. Chat with you tomorrow.